Hey, good morning. It is 9 a.m. on Sunday. Oh, it's a Saturday, not a Sunday. That sounds like Sunday. Saturday. November 18th, 2023. Thanksgiving week coming up upon us next week. Get clicked over here and check on audio. And there it is. I have audio. Yes, I do. I have audio. How about you? I'm going to come over and say hello to people in chat. I've got one person in Zoom at this point. Got a few topics up to bat. Yeah, my grandson's playing football, not baseball. So why am I using the up to bat? Wintermute saying right off the bat, that is not soccer. Now it's 3:17 p.m. yesterday. Oh, I saw his message earlier this morning, but I didn't realize that was from yesterday. Well, yeah, I thought I've clarified that. I thought I've clarified that enough times. Now I know why. I know why he put that there. But when I first saw that this morning, I thought I've copped to that already a few times that I was calling it soccer when it was actually football. And then Tim Cruz comes in and says that's football. Why are they saying that? And then Brian Lightfoot comes in. I'm just having all kinds of Doug moments this morning when I first read this stuff. Brian Lightfoot often comes in with a joke, right? So I'm expecting I'm going to read a joke here. I didn't know Fresnoville was still on Pacific Daylight Time. The rest of the country turned their clocks back 2 weeks ago when daylight DST. What the heck is DST? When Digital Standard Time, Denver Standard, I don't know what DST is. When Daylight Savings Time, oh, that's what it is. That's an acronym just for Daylight Savings Time, ended. Yeah. So I was thinking, do I have the time set right? Did he not realize that I'm doing 2 hours earlier today? No, that didn't make sense because the math doesn't work out. Why in the world that's not, I was trying to find where's the joke in that. It's not just because of Fresnoville, right? And then I found it. You guys like messing with the Dougs. I know it. See, a Doug way, if Doug was on the other side of this chat room, he would have said, hey, Doug, your thumbnail says Pacific Daylight Time. Hey, Doug, you forgot to change your thumbnail from Pacific Daylight Time to Pacific Standard Time. But no, Brian likes messing with the Doug. It's too much fun. We're not going to just tell him straight up what he did wrong. And then I realized on that same theory, Wintermute and Tim Cruz doing the same thing because they like messing with the Doug. Wintermute says that's not soccer. I already caught to that. And Tim Tech was, well, the reason for that is that in the description of this video, on number 1, it said grandson's soccer game right here. And I realized it. I said, okay, I'll fix that. So it's all fixed, and the thumbnail is fixed. So the thumbnail says Pacific Standard Time. However, if you go back and look at last week's show, let's see, what do I want to go to? Let's do that over here. You can always get to my channel with youtube.com//LWTDB. Be sure to spell the / correctly. Don't type the period when you mean / because that's not spelled correctly. If I come over here to live and go look at last Saturday's show, see right there, it says Pacific Daylight Time. But last week, no, wait a minute. Were we in? Yeah, we were in Pacific Standard Time last week, I think. Yes? No, it was Sunday. I don't know. It's over my head. Such a Doug. Rick Lakes, good morning. Jonathan says hello to a bunch of people. Ida Rivera, hello. Iran, Israel, hello. Alice, hello. Ida Rivera, aloha to you. No, that's hola. That's not aloha. Such a Doug. Jonathan, Rick Lakes. And there's Alice again. Richard Rogers, Robert, Ken Stout, live. Cheerleader Doug. What cheerleader Doug? Now here it is again, messing with the Doug. What does he mean? Cheerleader. I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. I have something. How do you? I have. Yeah, that's what it was. I said something like that. I have such and such. How about you? I don't even remember what I said. There's Ken Stout. I should have said Groot. I am Groot, because then there could be no misunderstanding that. Richard Rogers, CFWW. Happy Thanksgiving, all. Thank you for everything you do for us. You're certainly welcome. Very kind. Thank you there. I appreciate that. Ken says, saying hello to Richard. GRTTY, how are you? Great. Oh, Jonathan saying, great. Thank you. How are you? you were trying to mess with me. I got it. Ida Rivera, let's say you're not a player nor a sports fan. Yeah, I'm not a player. I'm not a player. And sports fan? No, not really. But really what happened there is I just it just went in one ear and out the other. Somehow my dog, oh, I know why, because my grandson had played soccer before. That's why I translated when I originally put that into the subjects for last Saturday. I said I was going to his soccer game because that's what I generally thought it was. And then for today's descriptions, I just forgot to go, didn't think to go change it. Rick Lakes, Jonathan, there's thumbs up. I just saw Ken Stout has a thumbs up, and he's putting a thumbs up, and Jim is putting a thumbs. I saw him hold his thumb up a little ago. I don't know what's up with that. Still breathing, no complaints. Get through this quickly, Doug. Good morning. Are you feeling better? Let's see. That was to Rick Lakes. I hope so too. Sin Vicious, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Jonathan, AVDVR. Okay. Oh, now it's the Doug. Tony Wallow with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Good morning. AVDVRW good. Oh, watch. Nope. The W is not good. The W was not there. Put the watch on the table. And cell phone is over there. Tony, go ahead and test a text message. See if it comes out audible. Ken Stout to Doug. In all fairness, the Doug last night, this did not have those changes yet. You were still pulling the Ken and reusing your description from last week. That's exactly what happened. Copy and paste from last week and then changed two of the description items, subtopics, because we want to talk about those. But I didn't read the other ones. Well, I spedded read them. I am Groot. Zivi Menor says hello. Speedy C. There's Tony. Yep, I can hear the text message. Oh, it's not even going to let me dismiss that until it gets a Face ID. Really? Oh. It's oh, right? Not ooh. Alice, where did the mini Dougs go? Well, that was part of troubleshooting the troubles that I've been having with the out of sync voice. I cut out a whole bunch of scenes that I'm not using anymore, and I cut out the Dougs, the mini Dougs, to see if I could get back to a stable operations. Then I'll go back and add things in. So yeah, the mini Dougs are on vacation, having a mini vacay. See, mini Dougs get a mini vacay. They got smart and left. They left me. Yeah, we're going under separation. John Williams, it's happy. It's a happy Saturday. Is your grandson playing soccer again? Hello. This is their last football game. I'm going to bring Zoom in. You guys are on screen now. I'm going to turn my camera on so you can see me. I'm going to turn on the audio so I can hear you. I'm going to unmute Zoom to YouTube, and they should be able to hear yous. Now let's start. Josh Kinder was in here first. I'll say good morning to Josh. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Doug, what's up?
Hey, I'm going to get an audio confirmation here. I'll say good morning to Josh. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Doug, what's up?
Yep. Okay. He's confirmed on Zoom. So I got an email from Josh this morning. We're going to do a quick little fix on his computer. So that's what's up. Josh, go ahead and mute yourself, and I'll go on to Mike Wojcik. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Doug. Good morning.
Good morning. Did you have anything to bring to the table this morning?
No, just along for the ride.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And I'll ask you to stay on mute until you want to speak up. Now, anytime you want to, interrupt me, feel free to unmute yourself and just say, "Hey, Doug," just try to interrupt me, and that'll be. Let's try it that way. Jim, KJ3N, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you have any topics to bring to us?
No, not really. I'm just, again, I'm here for the ride like everybody else.
All right. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. You always bring extra value to the show. Ken Stout, hello there. Are you there, sir?
Good morning, Doug. I'm here to make sure that everything you do is correct today. I will be paying strict attention to what is going on, and possibly the Ken will correct you.
All right. Well, I want to apologize to you because I just called you a name. Did you catch that?
Of course, I didn't catch that. I never pay attention.
Yeah, I called you. I called you sir.
Well, we talked about that privately, and I'm okay with it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Another thing with you. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to ask Jim to stay unmuted. Yeah, Jim, you never interrupt. Yeah, you could stay unmuted if you don't mind, because I just love your laugh. Josh gave me a laugh. All right, that's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Okay, so let's take care of Josh. Josh is already up on remote connection. This is not going to take very long. He sent in an email. Let's see if I get
Hey there, Doug.
Yes.
Would you like to make a bet on that?
I am more competent in betsing than you are capable of handling. So what bet did you have in mind?
Oh, wait, but now you're dissing the home zoomies.
Yeah.
Jesus, another bit of English. Oh my God.
I know. Hey, it's only noon. Go ahead. We'll have the friendly wager. How's that?
I think I'm going to guess that your wager has to do with whether this is going to be quick with Josh or not.
My guess is whether you can fix it at all or not.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Oh, doggone. Yes, Doug. Yes, the Doug.
You called me a name again, just like I'm going to call you sir. You're going to call me sir.
Continue.
Yeah, you'll shut up. Okay, so what he said is his screens is duplicated. He's got two screens and it's duplicated rather than extended. So I'm going to bring this size down and do this. Let's see. No, that's not the way I want to do it. I'll come up to this thing. Oh, I don't see there's a second monitor even connected. Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can't switch to the other monitor because it's duplicated. I don't get to see this very much. And it looks like, Josh, am I moving my mouse on your second? No, there's no icons on, but you said they're duplicated. Do you have your icons turned off?
Yeah, you can move the icon back on.
Okay, there's the show desktop icons. I don't need that. I don't need that. So let's go into display settings. And then let's go to, maximize that. Display, multiple displays down here. Expand that section. Detect other display. Remember window locations. Minimize windows. Advanced display graphics, help with display. Let's see, that's just help with setting up multiple monitors. This didn't take me right into the screen for seeing them both. This is Windows 11. All right, then let's compare on Big Beast build. Here's my screen on Big Beast build. If I right click and go to display settings, I get this display of the monitors here. And Josh is not seeing that, right?
Correct. Strike one.
All right. So this means Ken has already taken a shot at fixing this. This is one of those cases where technicians get called in to fix something, and they don't know that 3 other people have already tried to fix it. And
16, the Zoom homies.
16, and sometimes that means it got more messed up. So here's display settings. That's the one I went into on mine. Just double checking that I'm not going crazy here. that it actually did not come up the same way. And the Zoom homies already took a shot at this, huh? Well, I'm sure glad we didn't place that bet. More about
If it makes you feel any more
HDR.
confident, the mute was on there running the show, and I'm pretty sure everything you're about to try, we tried at least 3, if not 10 times. Oh, well, I'm sorry. For the 18th time, we did that last night.
Oh, took me a little bit to realize who you meant by the mute. That would be Wintermute. And you were saying that because he is one of the very, very competent people around here. HDR video is streaming, not supported. Use HDR, not supported. Video playback. Get a brighter, more vibrant picture. Now that's all. This whole section is HDR. Scale and layout. Display resolution. And Josh, you're seeing the same image on both screens, correct?
Yep.
Display orientation. Oh, let's go mess with Josh. Display flipped. What did that do for you, Josh?
Upside down.
It's upside down. Yeah, but it's not upside down for me. I've used that technique to fix for clients before. All right, so in Windows 11 system display, why can I not see the display monitors? Did you try Google?
No.
Yes, the mute tried Google.
All right.
The mute tried Bing. You name it, he tried it.
All right. Let's see. 2 monitors in display settings. Windows 11. Graphics driver. Josh, did the second monitor, did you recently connect it?
I picked him up with it and I reached him up with it last night.
Now, that's not my question. Have you been able to use 2 monitors on this computer for quite a while and then all of a sudden it stopped working, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when is the last time that it was working correctly?
Probably before Pat Tuesday.
Before Patch Tuesday. Okay, so is there any reason to think that the problem was not created by Windows Update?
Probably.
Hey, Doug.
Okay, yes, Ken.
Probably about 2 weeks ago, we put a thing on there for Josh to have the text in chat speak to him instead of him having to read it. When someone made a comment in it, it would say whatever was said. It was well before Patch Tuesday. We did look at updates last night as well, just to maybe save you some time.
Okay, are you confirming that this problem appeared after Patch Tuesday, or are you saying it existed before?
Way before Patch Tuesday.
Okay, because Patch Tuesday was last Tuesday.
Right.
All right. So, Josh, after hearing that, do you concur that this problem existed before Tuesday of last week? Okay.
Yeah, I'm in both.
Okay, so this has been around for a while. How is your second monitor physically connected to the computer? Are the 2 monitors connected to a different port each on the same graphics card? Are they connected?
One going to HDMI, one going to display input.
Display port?
Yeah.
So those 2 monitor connections, are they both off of the motherboard of your computer, or are they both off a graphics card? Is one of those off the motherboard and one of them off the graphics card?
They're both running off of a motherboard.
Motherboard. Okay. Oh, wrong keyboard.
This is at the group home off the Nook.
Okay, thank you. Group Home Nook. So that's a little The little bitty baby computer, right? One of those mini computers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wannabe.
Okay. I'm scanning through here, not reading everything. Let's see if I remember correctly. Bad video cable. He's probably talking about something else there other than Josh. Windows key P. That brings up display settings, I think. Windows key P on Josh's computer. Oh, no. Okay, that's good. That's good. And this was ran Israel. Let's turn off my picture-in-picture. PC screen only. Duplicate, extend. Second screen only. So let's try extend from here. Whoops, wrong mouse.
But when you change that, it doesn't save it.
Okay.
So, like, when you get out of it and get back in it, it will go right back to the way it was. See?
Okay. Interesting. And that brings us into here. So again, Windows key P. This is a good idea. Choosing extend here, but it doesn't actually take effect. Now, when I click on it, there's no change on either of your monitors, correct?
No.
Okay.
But it's like it's totally ignoring it.
Yeah.
I did see a flicker.
You see a flicker when I move from one to another?
Yeah, the both monitor was a flicker.
Okay.
When you hit the bottom one or hit the middle one and then go back to the top, it flickers out for a minute.
Okay. Kind of seems like something is overriding the computer's settings, which takes me to that text-to-speech app that Ken mentioned. Let's go look a little bit more in chat. Tried that last night, didn't work. How the connection, so I've done that. Software fashion being a problem, going to be interesting. Deja vu. How many monitors were listed in Device Manager? And you've probably already answered that, but we'll show it to the audience. Right-click on the Windows button and then Device Manager. Monitors. Yeah, it's only showing one. So something seems to be intercepting. You're seeing the image duplicated on the second monitor, but the second monitor is not showing up in here. And this is not a specific, well, generic driver. And I'm going to guess that is somehow specifically related to that monitor. There's nothing in other devices. Go ahead.
I'm not even getting like monitor number 1. You know how you get the numbers on the bottom on the right hand side with the monitor number 1, monitor number 2.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting you that.
Understood. Let me continue here. Based on my approach, heavily leaning towards Windows to detect monitors plugged in. I don't think so, because both monitors are receiving signals, but Device Manager doesn't see that there are 2 monitors. So it's also kind of, it makes me wonder about is there any UEFI settings that control the video ports available on the motherboard? Could the configuration there to duplicate those ports be taking control before Windows even is loaded?
I don't know. I don't play in the BIOS.
Okay, I'm thinking out loud. I don't need you to respond to everything I'm talking through my mind. There's a setting up multiple monitors on the bottom of that screen. That's a help. That's just a help. It's going to take you to a help on the internet. Actually, let's go demonstrate that because it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile pointing that out because that will take people down a wrong path sometimes. All of these screens, all of these configuration screens in Windows typically have some stuff down at the bottom. Help with display. So every one of these is going to bring up some kind of a help screen, and web-based. So here's set up dual monitors. This is just going to be very basic. Meaning basic, the things that we've already covered. And the Zoom homies already recovered. Recovered? English, please. Any possibility Windows got damaged somehow, corrupted file system, registry? Yeah, I don't think so, because even if it was in the registry, I would think that device manager would show two monitors. When you read these comments back, they're definitely going to be out of sync. So he needs a display port to HDMI connection on the TV, or is it connected directly from DisplayPort? Are these both computer monitors, Josh, or is one of them an actual television set?
No, they're both monitors.
Computer monitors.
They're both
Okay.
the same type of monitor.
Are there any adapters involved, or does it connect natively
No.
to the computer, natively to the monitor? No adapters on either end.
Nope.
All right, just occurred to me you might also try the famous key combination for resetting graphics. I need your assistance on that key combination. I believe it's Shift Control Windows B, I think. So let's bring Josh's. Josh, are you physically able to do all those 4 keys at the same time?
With that,
Are you able to press Shift, Control, Windows, and the letter B all at the same time?
I can try it.
All right, go ahead and try it. I think I've remembered that correctly. I'm not certain I got those right. No, that's going somewhere else. Okay, cease and desist.
With
Meaning
that,
stop trying to do that.
okay.
Can we confirm this NUC can run HDMI and data DisplayPort simultaneously? Yeah, we can confirm it because it used to work up until the time when they installed that text to speech software. So it would read text messages to him, read chat messages to him. I think we've seen this movie, though I mentioned last week. My memory fails me. Oh, you too? I know there's a G in the combination. No, it's not a G, it's a B. I am certain about the B. Now you guys are going to prove me wrong. I'm not caught up with chat. I can't be caught up with chat. Oh, wrong keyboard. Windows Control Shift B. Windows Control Shift B. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, is my memory, or maybe he's just repeating what I said. Should we let the Doug know about the wonderful informative user manuals from ViewSonic? Well, I'm hard pressed to imagine that's going to be where the answer is. Are these the same model monitor, Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. All right.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can try switching the cables? Doug explained what he would have to change. I just want to test the output of each port and possibly the cables. That's a decent idea. I have my hand raised to tell him things. I don't see Ken's hand raised.
That's because I took it down because I forgot my comment. We did everything that we had him remove the cables from the PC. We had him move the cables around on the monitors. You don't want him to do that. It's hard for him to do on the monitors.
All right, good. Thank you. I'm glad you've already tried that. Windows is not seeing this, so I'm wondering if the hardware detection means something wrong with the cable. That was another question I was curious about. Did Josh install any software? Display switch exe extend. That's
Hey,
interesting.
Doug, if I may, and then
Yeah.
I will be quiet. Somebody mentioned something about BIOS. About a week ago, Josh was on a conundrum about changing his password. And he asked me, should I change it into BIOS? I'm wondering if maybe he did get in the BIOS somehow and did something inadvertently, not realizing what he did that would affect this.
All right.
I I don't even know how to get in the BIOS on the computer. I mean, I
Okay.
know how to do it in Windows, but if Windows isn't booted, then I don't know how to do it.
Okay. Are you saying that you did not go into BIOS?
Right.
Okay. This is interesting from demeanor. I've never come across this before. Display switch.exe/extend. I'm going to guess that is just a command line method to accomplish the same thing that would normally be done through the settings screen. So let's go try that. Get the right mouse. Close that. Close device manager. We don't really have to close it, but I'm going to do Windows key R to get a run line and display switch.exe/extend. So this sounds like a manual or a command line method to issue that command. Oops, wrong mouse. We're not seeing anything happen. Josh, did you see anything happen?
Nope.
Okay.
Everything's still the same.
Lundog's put in looks like a link for that tells about that command. Hmm. So what? Brian DeCan, what in chat, should we let the Doug know about the wonderful informative user manuals from ViewSonic? Do you think there's anything there worthwhile, or does that imply you guys already went down that road? Ken, did you guys already go down that road?
Yes, we've been down that road. There was absolutely very confusing, misleading, conflicting information in said manual.
All right.
We even went as far like to uninstall and reinstall the A and B driver. And
That's what I was going to say when I raised my hand. We tried to uninstall it. We could not uninstall after an hour and 15 minutes. So we just tried to install another version on top of the old version. And of course, that failed.
Okay. And that's referring to the display driver that we see in Device Manager, right?
The AMD graphics driver.
Oh, so that is squinting.
Man, I wish I could have talked
display
to that
driver.
bet.
You wish what?
Sorry, that was a thought. It should not have come out of my head.
Okay. Display adapters. So this runs both the displays off the motherboard. Device is working properly, it claims. We have a different opinion about that. Uninstall the devices here. Disable the device. Update the driver. Driver details. Driver details will take us to this tab. Go back around this way. See if that actually does take us to the same place. There's a wait symbol. Why? Ah, okay. Let's go to a different place. Those details I'm not interested in. These
Doug, one other thing while you're looking at that.
Yes.
One of the homies did come across something that said something to the effect that ViewSonic does not have a driver that will work with Windows 11, but it worked before. We're not sure why it don't work now.
Okay. That does strike an idea for me. Resource settings, memory range, I/O range. Let's scroll down. Josh, when you restart the computer and you see whatever startup messages show on your screen, the Windows logo, everything before Windows actually comes up, do those display on both monitors or only one? Josh? Oh, he's gone.
Speaking for the Josh, I believe it is only on one because we had him start Zoom on his phone last night so we could actually verify that it was showing on both screens. It was the same. This picture you're showing right now was showing on there. We had him reboot. They went black. The splash screen showed up on one, but not the other. And then when this came up, they showed up on both.
Okay, because it showed up on one, that tells me it's not something happening at the BIOS level.
The black screen usually shows up on the monitor that's in front of me. It never usually shows up on the second monitor.
Okay, you use the word usually. When you restart the computer now, do the startup messages show up on only one monitor?
Yes, it shows up on the second monitor, which is the monitor to my left.
All right, all right, all right. Coming back to see if there's other thoughts in chat that takes us down another way. Oh, wait a minute. The drivers thing. Yeah, Ken said that ViewSonic does not have a driver for Windows 11. So the thing that made me contemplate is, has there been a display adapter driver recently installed on the computer? Recently meaning since this problem showed up, not since last Tuesday of last week.
Doug,
Yes.
there's something in Windows Update. Could that be?
Are you saying an update available? ViewSonic monitor, download and install. Yeah.
That was not there last night, so he may be on the verge, ladies and gentlemen.
It may be on
I
something.
didn't notice that last night.
It wasn't there last night, Josh. Remember we checked your history?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that wasn't in history. That was
no. We went through the whole.
But you got through these screens, and you're saying you would have noticed.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just scanning down this, looking for anything ViewSonic or display adapter. I should pause it once in a while so the audience can look through it without the scroll happening. So that's back to July, nothing there. And this is in quality updates. So I'm going to collapse quality updates and then expand driver updates. Most recent in drivers updates was September 27th. The monitors were working correctly then, correct, right?
Yeah.
All right. Collapse
and
that.
I don't think there's a way to take the driver out. What I mean is, I noticed there's an Apple thing in there. And I do have an iPhone and an iPad and an iPhone, but I don't think there's a way to take drivers out, is there?
Yeah, there are. It varies as to whether we can take any particular driver out, but that was going to be a clue for us. So let's go back. We'll try installing this ViewSonic update. And I'm
Complete.
look while that's completed. All right. If that were to have solved it for us, my highest hope was be to see the two monitors displayed here the way they typically would be. And then if we go down here to multiple displays, remember locations based on monitor connections. Minimize windows when a monitor is disconnected. Detect other display. I'm just going to take these two check marks off. Not that the way the way they're stated would be of use, but sometimes I've found that just making a change somewhere will have an impact. So that's the only reason I did that. Hang on a moment. All right. Audio confirms I'm back. Detect other display. We didn't find another display. That just gives us
Weird, but it's not picking up my other monitor.
Can you mute yourself, Josh? Are you talking to someone else there? When it says we didn't find another display, that's telling me Windows is aware or believes that there's only one monitor connected. Josh, are you in Zoom? Oh, you are in Zoom through the computer. I do see that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and restart your computer. I'm sure that is not needed for that particular driver, but we're going to try it anyway. So you'll need to reconnect to Zoom. The remote connection will automatically reestablish, but I'll let you reconnect to Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, here you go. And in the meantime, I'm going to go back to chat. After trying to remove what I was assuming. Ken, had you already tried removing that text-to-speech software?
It's a website, and no, we did not.
All right. Here's an
But
idea.
you bring up an interesting question to me: is could his Zoom text and his JAWS be affecting that at all?
Right.
And also, I stepped out of the room. Did you do the Windows update for ViewSonic?
Yes, we did.
No change.
No change immediately. We're restarting his computer right now, just on the outside chance that might make a difference. I highly doubt it. Francois Goubal. Sorry if I've missed any other names that have shown up here. I didn't see Francois earlier. I think I saw an update about ViewSonic Monitor. Yeah, okay, we just got that. Remove the AMD drivers. Did you guys already do that one, Ken?
What's that?
This is a download, a link for removing the AMD drivers. You said you struggled with removing the AMD drivers, and
excuse me, we discussed it, but we did not do that.
All right. That's a reasonable thing. I also am attracted to the idea up here for another user account. However, well, I'm going to ask Josh a question related to that here. Here comes a remote session back up. I see Josh, and I'll minimize that. Josh, when you restarted the computer, did you have to type in a password to sign into Windows?
Yeah.
Was that showing on both screens at that time?
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
Yeah. The lock screen was.
Okay. That's interesting.
Sure. I thought when you were showing, sorry, Doug, I thought when you were showing us Zoom on your phone last night, it was only on one screen. It was showing on both?
Yeah.
I got to go back down memory lane now.
No, let's do that. Josh, can we do that again? Can you connect to Zoom with your phone and show us? We'll restart the computer again and see that login screen on both monitors. That is that kind of blows my mind a bit, because that says that it is happening before the user configurations come up.
Right, just opposite of what we were thinking earlier.
Yeah. And that at that point, the AMD drivers would be loaded. And that also means that a different user account that LonDog suggested is not a sensible way to go, because it's happening before logging in. If that is indeed what's happening, I want to document that, because that is just such a hard to believe thing. I'm believing it, but I want to document it by seeing it. Boy, you guys are really sucking me in with this repair. I'm going to be kicking rocks. I need to go work on my wife's car. I think the Bluetooth and the speaker, I will be able to hear the resolution of this problem. Oh, I thank you for that faith, LonDog. He's going to be able to hear the resolution. He is completely convinced that in the next 14 minutes, a little over 13 minutes, we're going to fix it, because I got a limited time. Quick repair. Ha ha ha.
My dear friends, I'm Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Deep lane. Yeah, it's just like this.
I got my phone.
All right, go ahead and connect to Zoom, and then we'll do a restart. The second monitor might not go on until after the login screen, but we know the answer to that now.
Yeah, you're not going to go watch the foosball, are you?
The foosball. Yep. My grandson is going to outrank fixing this issue that Josh has been living with for multiple weeks.
I was wondering if you'd catch the movie reference.
Foosball? No, I don't. I didn't. In that Zoom session last night, me and my brothers, that one of the major topics was how much quantity of things I don't remember. And one of my brothers said, I know what it is. The things you remember are the things that you care about. Things that you don't remember, it means you just don't care about. So bringing me back to Zoom in the bottom right corner. I'm sorry. What was it? What was the name? Keith? Was that your name? In the bottom right corner, Keith. Okay. Josh has his phone up. Let's see. Can you turn it sideways?
You want it up and down or sideways?
Turn your phone sideways, please. And let's see. Well, he came into Zoom with his phone vertical, so that orientation is not gonna change it. Can you step out of Zoom on your phone and keep your phone sideways when you come into Zoom?
Okay, I'll post Zoom from the computer and then switch over to the phone again.
All right. Yeah, keep your phone sideways, though, when you come into Zoom. I think that'll make it come in right. I'm not sure. I asked while conferencing with Ken if there were any updates in the background. Looks like there's one pending. Yeah, I'm way behind, aren't I? I should get how far behind? Not too bad. Scanning through without reading everything. And LonDog talking about cold boot. I get your idea there. Removing the check marks in those boxes. Just for laughs, we're all big fan of Macrium. Do you have a complete backup? Yes, he does. I don't feel attracted to that.
He does have a backup, but unfortunately it's from yesterday.
All right. Oh, he doesn't have older backups?
No, he does not.
Oh. Now to reboot, this is where creating a new user account might help us out. Problematic to view this live like we're doing possibly. Actually, no, I can create a user account, then we can log out of his current account, log into the new account, and maintain the remote connection. Let's see, did he come in horizontal this time on the phone? No, it's vertical. All right, let's just go ahead and do it this way. Well, now, wait a minute. Show me both screens, Josh. Spotlight for everyone. Okay, yeah, we are seeing the same image on both screens. So then I will do the restart command on your computer. There we're seeing a message on both screens, preparing something. What was all that saying? That was kind of, that looked like more
That's
than normal.
something I have set up through, oh God, what's the name of the program? Greg uses it, but I can't think of the name of it.
Okay, I see Kufun on one monitor, not both. So
Right.
that's BIOS in charge. And then Windows system settings are showing up on both screens before logging in. Okay,
I'll be Doug. It is there.
Can you just hold the phone and just hit the enter key to show up the password field? I'd like to see the password field show up on both screens. Sure enough. Okay, you can relax with your phone and go ahead and log in, Josh. Yeah, that's a wow. So it is in the portion of the registry and drivers that deal with system driver system registry. When you change the settings for the display, any settings that you change, like in here, some of these settings are for the computer, some of these settings are for the user. In regards to monitor displays, I'm certain that would be for all the users on the computer. Okay, to throw a little Hail Mary here and just something to try, we'll go ahead and create a new user account because it doesn't take too long to do that. Click on the Windows button.
Can I flip that to the computer?
Can you what?
Can I flip that to the computer?
Yeah, you can disconnect with the phone or just go idle with the phone and come back on the computer. Let's see. Zoom. Now, Josh, I'm going to let you reconnect the Zoom on the computer. He doesn't hear me. Are you sure you want to end the support session? No. Yeah, I can't talk. Oh, there's a Zoom icon on the toolbar. Now, does he have an actual icon to connect? This is going to make us do credentials. Let's not do that way. Ken, do you know how he connects to our Zoom sessions? Does he have an icon somewhere?
I think he does, but he's got such a convoluted way of doing things that he goes down to the icon in the lower right, which used to be the Microsoft icon, which is now a shell. He clicks on that and then he goes somewhere else. Your other right.
Do you mean left?
Left, right. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm confused.
Yeah, but you know what you're doing.
Oh, I've got confusion down pat. Yes, there's no doubt of it.
Well, that's what you know. You know you're confused. Yeah?
I don't know
so
if I know
that's what
or not.
Let's see. I'm trying to type the meeting code from memory.
Mike's good to see you. How's the photo processing coming?
I'm going to start it today. I'm going to go through and I'll pick out a handful that I could show next time I'm on your Zoom. Because I've got about I got about 800 pictures or something. So.
Okay, this is weird. How come on Josh's computer I only see myself and Mike in his Zoom session? Oh well, I'm not going to pursue that.
That happened a while ago when he joined from his phone. It was you and Mike, then me, and then Jim, and then him. It was interesting.
That is really curious. Now, actually, when I switch to a different user account, we are going to lose the Zoom connection for Josh. Josh, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
All right. So I would do the Windows key and then users, change user account control. No, set up, manage user intent. Does the account Josh is logged in with, does it have admin right? Of course it does, because we've been over
Yes,
here.
it does.
All right. Other users. That'll work. Add, edit, remove other users on this device. Add other user. Add account. I don't have this person's sign-in information because we don't want to do this with a Microsoft account. And then add a user without a Microsoft account. And then username is test. There's no password. And it's going to ask us for the security questions. Oh, it didn't. Change account type from standard user to administrator. Then we'll close this window. We'll come down to the Windows button, go to the username, click on that, choose sign out. We could have signed in to the test account without signing out. Now we're not going to be able to hit, well, let's see. He might not have the same Zoom credentials already in the system under this new account.
Should be pretty clean, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, it'll have everything that's been installed for everyone on the computer. So Zoom was most likely installed for all users. But I don't know if the Live Windows Training, Zoom meeting would be there. I'm guessing it would not, because that sounds
almost like it's an update.
Well, it also looks partially like a fresh install of Windows because it's asking your privacy settings.
All right.
And some updates take you through the privacy settings. See, there's a lot of icons on the desktop, so all those icons are available for all users. Now, if I come up here to the top, if both monitors were addressable now, they would be showing up here if it was on extend. But on duplicate, I don't know if I'll see this icon because none of my clients would ever have duplicate, except for one who does, screen projections in a meeting room. It's the only time that I have any clients using duplicate. So here our settings are the same implication that it's not fixed.
Right, only sees one.
This. So then we'll sign out of this account and go back to Josh's account so he can come back in. And I'm going to have to end the show. With
foosball calls.
Yeah. Well, but I was gonna say I'll have to end the show with another fail.
God, I should have made that bet.
Okay, I'm taking Josh's off the screen, even though his password is concealed. We'll let him come back into Zoom in time to say goodbye. I'm going to bring chat back up. Global install, not all software installed that way, but specialized software like Doug is using has the possibility. Would be interesting. Log into the account. Josh uses a switch account from Josh's account. When I say switch, it's after the creation of the account. Move over to the newly created account. I wonder if the software would keep you logged in. I think it would. That's an interesting question. So I just demonstrated that. Alice says, good luck to my grandson. And Alice, we didn't get to your computer purchase, but with Good Friday coming up, I have some tabs all set up for that today, but I will get into that on Monday about ways for you to prepare. Hopefully you'll be ready for buying a new computer for Black Friday. But if you're not in a position to buy a new computer at this point, then please let me know. We won't go down that road. One of those real specific details only will experience resolve. You did not try to remove. Yeah, we didn't remove the AMD driver. Gosh. All right. Boy, I want to do that because that doesn't sound like it'll take long.
We were an hour and a half trying to do it last night.
To remove it. But did you use that link that
oh, no. We didn't use the link.
Yeah. No. So I'm bringing Josh back into Zoom. He's starting.
Shameless plug, by the way.
Oh, go ahead.
I did.
Oh.
Also, I'm going to put a clamshell in tonight's stream for you. Oh, is it called clamshell? No, it's
no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you know, where there's something right there in front of you that's supposedly obvious, but nobody pays attention to it. You do it all the time.
The monitor
something about an egg. I don't know. It'll come to me.
All right.
The monitor stayed exactly the same.
Yes, I could see that. Okay, so we're going to do the AMD drivers. I'm going to grab the link by going to my live stream. YouTube. It's not showing up. Come on. There. youtube.com/LWTDB/live will always get you to the currently running live or the scheduled live. Oh, he's getting a commercial. And then mute the audio there and click skip. And then come over here into chat, Control F, ZVI, and let's drag that down. And then go to Zavi's next. Hard to see. Ah, here it is.
Weapon.
Display driver uninstaller download. What was that, Josh?
I bet it's a really interesting problem to have.
Oh, it is. It is. And I love interesting problems. And I do not have any personal devastation over chalking up another fail. Thanks for downloading display driver. Let's see. This download button down here is an advertisement. Home page download. It looks like it's this link here. There's an advertisement download button. Down here is a download mirror USA. That's what I already went to. Oh, I already got the download's done. Come up here to downloads. Here it is. It's a zip file. Click on the folder button. I will be having a very abrupt end of stream once we get to that point. Fair warning. Show in folder. There we go. Click that time. Right click on that zip file and extract all. It'll create a folder in the downloads folder using the same name. I have the check mark show extracted files, so it's going to take me straight into that folder. And then here's the executable. It has a subfolder there as well. Oh, no, that's the executable. We're inside the folder. Looked like it was another zip file extraction, and apparently that executable is a compressed file itself. That's weird. I'm going to look over at the baby beast to see this better. Last month, earlier this year. These are all inside this folder. Oh, you have things sorted, grouped. I see. And it looks like that is the executable right here. Double click. Allow this app to make changes. Yes. Seems to be the first time you launched DDU. Before using, please note, depending upon your problem's configuration, it could help or make things worse. You should have a backup. Read the license. We're not responsible. We're always willing to help if there's a problem. Oh, a bunch of options. Oh, good grief. Remove present and non-present monitors. Yeah, we'll keep that check mark. Save log files and start a path. Yeah. Create a system restore point. Yes. Automatically check for, let's see, store config and roaming. No. Automatically check for DDU updates on start up. No. Remove Vulkan runtime. Does anybody recognize Vulkan? Show offers from our partners. No. NVIDIA specific. Remove NVIDIA driver folder. Remove 3D TV play. PhysEd not selected. Remove GeForce Experience. Remove NVIDIA broadcast. DCH driver control panel from Microsoft Store. Keep NVIDIA control panel is not selected. AMD specific options. Remove C:\AMD drivers folder. Remove driver filter. Backup recommended for AMD chipset. AMD audio bus. Crimson shader. DCH driver. Intel specific options. Advanced options, change at your own risk. Enable safe mode dialog. Prevent downloads of drivers. It seems to me worst case scenario is that the computer winds up only functioning on one monitor, although let's see, there's some stuff there that could impact Josh's games. Josh, it's possible that this might cause some complications that makes your computer not as usable as it is right now. I'm willing to do some work with you tomorrow if we need to, if that happens. Are you okay with that, or should we postpone this?
No, I'm fine. I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
All right. All right. Then here we'll go click close on that. DDU has detected you are not in safe mode. For a better cleanup without issues, it's recommended that you reboot into safe mode. Oh, it wants us to reboot into safe mode and then run it. Oh, and I'm not going to be able to. Well, actually, I can be connected remote and do that. But yeah, I think Josh, let's do this tomorrow so that we can deal with it more properly. So here comes the quick goodbye. Say goodbye, everybody in Zoom, and You have very little time to